Ladies and gentlemen, after nearly 4 years of your boy making YouTube videos, he has finally decided to make the long-awaited video ranking every single tower defense game he has played for more than 5 minutes. Yes, you heard that right. Mixliptical, an absolute legend. Only like 5K people on the world actually even know about, so I'm being very dramatic. Anyway, yes, you heard that right. Today, we are going to be ranking all of these tower defense games. Some ranging from 5 minutes of playtime to hundreds of hours. Now, I'm not going to spend any time yapping talking about how it's taken me so long to make this video, but, freaking Discord notifications. Anyway, where was I? Oh my goodness, yeah, okay. I'm just gonna skip all that, mumbo jumbo, all that stuff that nobody cares about. Now, before I really get into this and I start, ranking, I just want to clarify before I start getting absolutely flamed in the comments. This entire tower defense game tier list is based off of my personal experience, and a lot of the rankings are going to be very biased, so if you think that a certain TD game is better than another, I will probably agree with you, but just based off my personal experience, some worse tower defense games, I guess, will be ranked higher than others. Right, just because I feel like I've had more fun. Maybe it has like more of a personal connection, like I've made a bunch of videos on the game. So, it's gonna be my personal tier list, and every single ranking that I make, I'll, tell you why. I'll also mention whether or not the game is like, truly good generally. Just so that like, where I'm coming from, right? So, anyway, without further ado, let the ranking commence. Okay, so starting off, an extremely random tower defense game that I've literally never played on the channel nor mentioned, Napoleonic Tower Defense. Hold up. See, I'm in such a rush because like this is like the 5th recording that I've tried doing. I've just been like bombarded by freaking Discord notifications. But anyway, these are all the rankings. We got 6 of them. Not 7. Yeah, I was gonna put a place for like barely played or whatever, but I think I've played enough of these to like I think I've played for enough time for all of these games that I can kind of rank them. But anyway, we have favorite tower defense game of all time. This ranking is going to only have one game inside of it. It is going to be the top tier ranking. And it might be something that you expect. It might not be. Who knows? We'll see what happens later on. But and then we also have peak. This is basically all my favorite tower defense games that were almost, I guess, runners up for my favorite tower defense game, and they're just amazing. I absolutely love them, and they're probably going to be the tower defense games that I have hundreds of hours playing. Good. It's basically like it's not my favorites, but in my opinion, they are very fun. I've had a great time playing them. And, I feel like a lot of the tower defense games that are going to be at the top of the good section are going to be extremely close to peak, but just, I personally don't feel like they're deserving of a rank that high. Mid is probably going to be the most jam-packed tier. It's basically games that, like, I don't think are, like, great, but I don't think they're bad. I think they're just, like, they exist. And then bad is pretty self-explanatory. I feel like the tower defense game is just bad. And then the last one shouldn't even exist. Now, I feel like there's not going to be any tower defense games in this section. You know what, actually, just so that we save the time, I'm just going to immediately put meme defense in this one. This is actually probably going to be the only tower defense game that I put in this section, just because I actually kind of already ranked all these games myself before the video, and nothing was in shouldn't even exist, right? Like, all these tower defense games I feel like are pretty, I don't think any of them deserve to be in this section, right? But I'm gonna put meme defense in here just because the game isn't even out yet. And you know, personally, I'm also not even really that interested in you know, it's not an anime tower defense, but if you could probably get what I'm saying with, like, you know, it kind of has like that anime tower defense game style. And as you can see here, none of the tower defense games on this list are anime, so you know, I guess my interest in them is, you know, not really there. Anyway, finally, starting the actual tier list, we got Napoleonic Tower Defense. I haven't actually played this game all that much to really, like, rank it that accurately, but I'm just gonna put it in mid. From what I have played of it, I think it's actually a pretty unique tower defense game. I like it. From my personal experience, though, it's not like that fun. It's not. I don't think it really deserves being good, but it's definitely an okay tower defense game that I wouldn't really have a problem playing. Next up, Monkey Tower Defense. Wow, this is kind of an old one. Yeah, so from my personal experience, I feel like this game isn't that bad. But for a lot of the time that I did play it, the game didn't exactly have that much to do. It was kind of low quality, and yeah, I didn't exactly enjoy it all that much until, you know, I guess I started. I got addicted to the game for like a day or two, and then I just kind of stopped playing it as a whole. I will put it behind Napoleonic Tower Defense because I just feel like Napoleonic is just more unique, and I could probably see myself playing it for a longer amount of time. Multiverse Tower Defense. Ooh. I'm gonna have to say this easily beats out both of them. Y'all remember my Multiverse Tower Defense era? I think it was, yeah, it was like about last year during like Christmas to Easter time. I remember that was when I played a lot of Dead Rails. If you actually look back on my channel. Oh my god, I just went through one of the most, like, horrible heart attacks. Oh my goodness, my freaking Duolingo notification just scared the living crap out of me. Anyway, as I was saying, I used to make quite a few videos of Multiverse Tower Defense. I absolutely love the game. I'm not going to put it in good, though, because it has many problems. And, you know, like, if you want to get into the good category, you need to be, like, very good. I mean, like, these top two sections are, like, only going to be my favorite tower defense games. So, if you want to put it a certain way, like, good is basically going to be the highest rank, excluding my favorites. So, you know, you have to be, like, a really good tower defense game to get on that section. Now, oh my goodness, holy peak. Next two tower defense games, absolutely amazing. I'm just gonna put that right in good. Battle Buddies, really close to it. Tower Adventures, I think I made like a 2-minute stream on it because like the stream like glitched out or whatever. This game is an absolute masterpiece. I just didn't play it for that long, only because of the fact that it kind of died. I think this game, actually, fun fact, this game started, I guess, rising a lot in player count at the exact same time FNTD1 was also rising a lot in player count. But, you know, this game was getting maybe like 800 to 1K players, while FNTD1 was getting like 6K plus. But yeah, I still have very great memories of this game. I think I might have actually made a video on this game. I can't exactly remember though, but yeah, great game, phenomenal. Same with Battle Buddies. I know that like the original Battle Buddies was just absolutely amazing. Shout out to my boy Duck King. If you're watching this, an absolute legend. He's the dude that actually put me on this game, and oh my goodness, absolute legend. Anyway, so what I actually forgot to mention earlier is I'm also not going to exactly put that many tower defense games in the bad section of the tier list. Besides games that I feel like, you know, had bugs, the quality wasn't all that great, and just weren't really that fun. And the first game going in that section is going to be FNAF Tower Defense. It has the exact same name as, where is it? Okay, yeah, right here. It does have the exact same name as this FNAF Tower Defense, but they are not the exact same game. This one is made by my buddy Steered. Really cool dude. I absolutely loved making videos on this game. But like, just, you know, the game itself, I feel like wasn't that fun all the time. It was very buggy. The quality really just wasn't there. And I know the dev team didn't exactly have that much money to work with, so I'm sure if they did have a lot more, I guess, power to make the game great, they could have. But, you know, unfortunately, it just didn't really work out, and I'm pretty sure the game was discontinued. But Steered actually did tell me that he's working on a game kind of like Among Us that is coming out pretty soon, so I guess look out for that. But, yeah, no disrespect going towards the devs. Really, really amazing dev team, but yeah, I personally haven't really had the most fun playing the game. You know what? No, I'm gonna put it up to mid because I feel like I've spent enough time in it and it actually has some potential. All right. Oh my goodness. First Ink King tower defense game of the day. If y'all don't know who Ink King is, I got beef with that dude. I'm not gonna lie. It's just I'll explain the whole backstory later. But anyway, grow unit tower defense. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put it above Monkey Tower Defense, but I'm not gonna put it above Napoleonic Tower Defense. It's an okay tower defense game. I never really played it that much, but from what I did see, it's basically just Grow Garden and tower defense game had a baby. And I actually really like how it actually like really incorporates the Grow Garden features and like unique things about it, and kind of like meshes it also with the tower defense game genre. In contrast to Garden Tower Defense, which is literally just, well, tower defense, but with plants. So yeah. Moving on. Wait. What's the name of this game again? Yeah, also, I forgot to mention, I made this entire tier list, like, during Halloween time, so that's why all the, like, the thumbnails are kind of old. Like, what's it going? Yeah, where is it? Yeah, FNTD 2. The Halloween event is not here anymore, so that's why. That explains why it still has a thumbnail. Anyway, yeah. So like I forgot. I think this game's name. Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. It was I think it was called Endless Horde. It's basically like I think it's like a rogue tower defense game or something, right? You like get to pick your cards, and there's like an endless horde of like enemies. I have not played this at all, but I did see a video on it. My boy K the Cat Gaming made a video on it, and it looked really unique. It looked really cool. I mean, I guess I'll put it above Napoleonic Tower Defense just because I feel like it's more unique. It seems pretty fun. Though Multiverse Tower Defense, I just feel like I spent a lot more time playing it, and the game was pretty cool for what it was. Okay. Now, from my personal experience, I would put TDX in mid, because not only oh my holy voice crack, because not only have I not played this game that much, but like I also just don't really find it that fun. You can hate me all you want, but yes, some of my I guess opinions about tower defense games can be pretty sloppy, which you'll definitely see later on. But I'll put it in last place in the good section, because like generally I respect the game a lot. I think it's an absolutely phenomenal game. Has a lot of unique features to it, and yeah, so that's that. Spellbound. Unfortunately, I haven't exactly touched this game all that much, but from what I've heard, the game is absolutely amazing. It's super unique. It's super duper fun. I'm not gonna lie, I think I'm actually gonna put this above TDX. I think I've also seen some videos on the game. It looks absolutely amazing. Fortunately, I'm pretty sure the game actually kind of died off. It used to get like 200 plus players, but now I think it's at like a couple, like literally a couple. So yeah, amazing game. Never really got to play it though. All right, here we go. Now we're getting to like the good to peak games here. So FNAF World Tower Defense. Game was absolutely amazing back when it first came out, I guess in like its testing phase, or I think it was in its like beta or whatever. I personally love the game a lot. I liked the art style. I loved how much content there was. The Christmas event was just so good. Uh, so yeah, I'm gonna probably put this at the top of good. It's not just peak, uh, but yeah, phenomenal game. I've personally played it for quite some time, and yeah. All right, Garden Defense. I think I made like 1 or 2 videos on this game, uh, not too long ago. I think it's okay. Um, I'll put it above Grow Unit CD, but I'm probably gonna put it behind Napoleonic just because it's not that unique. Fun fact: Garden Tower Defense 2 is coming out pretty soon, so I might make some videos on that as well. Next up, Iron Rail Defense. Again, one of the tower defense games that I haven't exactly played for that long, but I have seen other people play it, and I have, you know, I've seen some media of it. I guess I'll put it above Garden Defense. Again, I don't know too much about it. I'm pretty sure it's a unique game with some, you know, cool features to it. But again, like I don't exactly know enough to rank it any higher than that. Oh my goodness! All right, here we go. First tower defense game of the video, going right to peak. Okay, I'm sorry. Battle Pets. This might be biased as hell, but Battle Pets is easily one of the best tower defense games that has ever touched the freaking face of the earth. Any person that doesn't agree is just like get out of here, bro. I am sorry, but if this game would have kept getting updates, assuming they weren't like, you know, slop updates, this game could have been just insane. Like, immediately when it first came out, there was just so much content, so much stuff to do. Trading came out not too long after. Like, there were just so many unique features about the game, right? It was basically like Pet Simulator and Tower Defense. It was amazing. Now, I would spend a lot of time talking about how amazing it was, but you know, we still got like another, I don't even know, like 80 tower defense games to go. So I'm not going to go too deep into it. If you would like to see more about it, I got a couple of videos on the channel. They are pretty old, I think like almost a year now. But yeah, phenomenal game. Absolutely just incredible. Definitely deserves to be in peak. Alright, Teddy Bear's tower defense. Pretty quick one. Now, from my personal experience, this one isn't that good. Yeah, okay, I'll put it up. Well, I mean, from my personal experience, I just haven't had that much fun with the game. So I'm actually going to put it behind FNAF Tower Defense, surprisingly. I mean, it's pretty basic. I'm pretty sure Bean Gaming made a video on it and said it was pretty good, which I do agree with. It's a pretty decent tower defense game, but like, from my experience, from, you know, I think I played this game for like around maybe an hour total. It's pretty generic overall. You know, you got your towers, you got your basic maps or whatever. There's nothing really unique about it, and I just haven't had that much fun playing it. So yeah. All right. So yeah, okay, TDS. Okay. So I have played Tower Defense Simulator way more than Tower Defense X, and well, I'm gonna rank it better than TDX, but not better than Spellbound. Mainly just because I haven't played it enough, and I feel like, again, I know this is incredibly biased, but like, I personally just like, I don't really like Tower Defense Simulator. I don't really like Tower Defense X. If you ask me if I like tower battles, I'd probably say no as well. Like, I'm one of those people that likes tower defense games that, like, you know, are unique. They have trading, like, values and all that stuff. Exactly why Five Nights Tower Defense is probably going to end up going in peak, but I'm not there yet. You know, like, I don't really enjoy playing Tower Defense Simulator that much. And, you know, I just haven't played it enough to really have that much of a personal connection to it, so it's going to go still in good above TDX, but, yeah, I can't really rank it any higher. Probably one of the most disappointing games by your boy Tiny Turtle. Brain Rot Battles Tower Defense. This was basically just like a slot game trying to make money. I will rank it better than both of those games, but like that's just because I feel like it's, you know, it has a lot of the same stuff from games like Fish Tower Defense and I guess Battle Pets, if you want to say that. So, you know, like the overall gameplay plays pretty fun. The game only received like one update though, and it's just disgusting. Like, just the thumbnail of the game alone makes you want to throw up. Anyway, ooh, Sonic Tower Defense. Now I actually made a game on this not too long ago. I made a video on this game not too long ago. Not a game. Okay. I personally really like the game. I can't wait for the actual game to come out. And you know what? I'm actually gonna rank it all the way up here, just because I feel like the potential of the game is, you know, really decent. And I feel like once it comes out, I will definitely be playing it quite a bit. Next up, we got War of 1812 Tower Defense. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this one. Really great game. Personally, I feel like it's more fun than Napoleonic Tower Defense, just because, like, I don't know, I feel like it's, I guess, more simplified. I was personally able to get into it more, and I actually did spend some more time playing it. Classic Tower Defense, basically just grow a unit Tower Defense stolen UI. Yeah, you know what, I mean, okay, I'll put this in mid, above, you know, yeah, I'll put it above FNAF Tower Defense, just because I feel like the summer event was, like, it was pretty peak. I have played this game quite a bit. I played it mostly during the summer event. I absolutely loved it. There were some really sick quests. And you know, the game's pretty dead now. I'm pretty sure it did also get like a rework or something. But yeah, I can't really rank it any higher because it's just so mid. Like if like 90% of the people that play Tower Defense Simulator join that game, they would probably all hate it. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. Tower Heroes. I don't really think I have to say anything. I'm gonna just, like, boom. Like, I'm just gonna, yeah. Okay. Moving on. Ooh. This is a massive one. Okay. FNTD, despite overall being kind of mid, my personal experience with this game, like, bro, if it wasn't for Five Nights Tower Defense, this channel would be nothing, okay? That's a lie, but, you know, this game was a massive boost for my channel, and, you know, I remember especially when I had Content Creator in that game, it was just the best. Like, Seasons 1 to 2 of FNAF Five Nights Tower Defense, oh my goodness, like, just, those are times that, like, you just cannot relive. Like that's just amazing. I'm not gonna put it better than Battle Pets though, because I guess, like, in my opinion, the potential of Five Nights Tower Defense wasn't nearly as much as Battle Pets, and I just personally feel like Battle Pets is a way better game. Now, also, I forgot to mention as well, a lot of these rankings, especially in, like, the higher ones, are going to be based off, like, their peak stages. So even if, I don't know, yeah, like Five Nights Tower Defense right now is kind of bad, besides trading, you know, in its peak, the memories that I've shared with it, it's an easy peak. Mega Noob Tower Defense. I doubt that, like, anybody watching this video even knows about this game. I stumbled upon it maybe, like, a little more than, like, 2 months ago. It's basically just SpongeBob Tower Defense, but with noob. I mean, it's okay, I guess. I guess I'll put it above Brain Rot Battles. Ooh. So, you know, I haven't played this game all that much, and I actually haven't made any videos on it, but this is Retro Tower Defense. Really good tower defense game. I have seen some videos on it. I think I definitely will put it at the top of mid, but it's just not enough to get it to good. Because, again, I haven't exactly played it all that much, and I just don't really know if it's deserving of that. Alright, anyway. Forsaken Tower Defense. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is also just like a copy and paste of classic tower defense, like same UI and all of that. Or maybe it's not. I know. I think I'm thinking of like the original Forsaken tower defense. Anyway, from what I've played, from what I've joined, you know, uh, I'm gonna put it above Mega Noob, but before Monkey tower defense. Oh my bro. Literally, whenever I'm making a video, I'm always getting like freaking bombarded by Discord messages. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so yeah, that's gonna be a Forsaken tower defense placement. Knight's tower defense. I guess I'll put it above. I mean, it did have that pretty unique feature with like the different classes giving you like different buffs and stuff. So I guess that's pretty unique. But yeah, a lot of these games, I feel like a lot of the games under Monkey Tower Defense are just kind of eh. Like, I probably can't really see myself playing them ever again. Grand Theft Auto Tower Defense, I'm gonna have to say easy, high tier mid. I, yeah, I feel like it's not gonna be better than Retro Tower Defense, but it's definitely better than all of these. I feel like Grand Theft Auto Tower Defense is one of a kind. It's just absolutely amazing. I love the, I guess, unique aspects of it. I like the fact that you can actually like shoot the enemies as well. Very interactive, very good game. Probably not going to last very long, though. It already has kind of died after this SpongeBob Tower Defense quest ended. But yeah, great game. Nice placement. Ooh, oh my, okay. We have some absolute peak games coming up. Wow, this entire row is just stacked. But, anyway. Stickman Tower Defense. Okay, so at first I was just gonna immediately put this in low tier peak, but I'm not gonna lie. Just because I've made videos on the game doesn't exactly mean that I personally enjoyed it all that much. And to be honest with you, I don't really think that Stickman Tower Defense is deserving of peak. Like, yes, I've made a bunch of videos on it, and yes, I've had a lot of fun with them, but like, me personally playing the game, I don't know. I just, I kind of feel like the value list is also kind of weird. Like, a lot of the values are only based off of, like, how good the units are. And y'all know me, I really like, collecting rare stuff and hogging all that crap. So, I mean, yeah, I feel like Stickman Tower Defense is definitely unique. It has a lot of potential, but, like, if we're comparing it to games like freaking Tower Heroes, Tower Adventure, like, I can't exactly see it being in peak, and, whatever. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of peak, just because I feel like I guess it has a large connection, I guess, to me. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but, like, I'll put it in peak, just because I feel like, it's really made an impact on this channel as well, and, I'm pretty sure y'all love the Stickman Tower Defense videos, so I'll put it at the bottom of peak, but just keep in mind that, like, I personally don't think the game is anything too crazy. So yeah. Wow. The House Tower Defense, I really want to put it in favorite tower defense game of all time, because I really feel like it's deserving of it, but, like, there's a game that I just... there's a game on this tier list that I just could not have had a better tier for. I mean, you know what? I'm not even going to wait any longer. We're just going to drop it. World Defenders Tower Defense, best tower defense game of all time. Y'all know I've been playing this game since, like, I'm actually, even before I made this YouTube channel, I've been playing World Defenders. I actually started playing it back, I think it was, like, late 2020, around when it first came out. And, I mean, this game in its peak days was just chef's kiss. Absolutely phenomenal. Christmas event and Mythology World update with, like, all the pets and everything. Like that singular month, like that singular time period of all those updates was just so freaking peak. Like, and what's crazy is that I even have videos of all that stuff on the channel, and, like, I can't believe that I was able to capture such an amazing time. Like, if I could relive all of that, I honestly would. It was just amazing. Probably the most fun I've ever had on Roblox itself. Like, I even remember most of the days, like, just waking up and going right to World Defenders to grind freaking Medusa's Lair. Oh my goodness. Like, World Defenders has changed me forever. I still also play the game as well. It's actually going to be getting its Christmas event in, I think, like, what, 3 or 4 days? So yeah, amazing game. Definitely deserving of the best tower defense game of all time, in my personal opinion. Uh, if you were to play it back when, you know, it was at its peak stages, even like before, you know, like even before that Christmas event, like the Mythology World dropped, it was still really, really good. It was really balanced. It was really unique. You know, all the towers being like life-sized was just a really amazing feature. So, yeah. Again, I don't want to spend like 10 minutes talking about it, but this game is just amazing. It always has been. So yeah. Now, before we move on, I don't want to just completely neglect the house, so I will talk about it for a little bit. The reason why I had a hard time ranking this with either peak or favorite tower defense game of all time is because, like, I feel like I feel like personally, like, World Defenders has definitely fallen off from what it used to be, but like, just the house's potential is just out of this world. It's easily the most popular tower defense game that Spectral Roblox has ever dropped, aka Tiny Turtle. Um, this game's features are just so incredibly unique that, like, it just sets it apart from so many other tower defense games. Like, if Spectral Roblox and all those, like, developers, I guess, like, really put a bunch of time into these games, like, including, like, I feel like these three right here, Battle Pets, The House, and World Defenders, if they really had time put into them, they could be just insane. Like, they would be disgustingly good. Like, and it's kind of a shame that, like, they've kind of ignored most of these games. Like, Battle Pass was discontinued. The House Tower Defense is, you know, just starting up again. And World Defenders was even, I think, sold by Spectral Roblox to some other people. So, you know, it is definitely a shame that their, you know, I guess full potential was never met. But, yeah, that's that. We still got so many tower defense games to go. But yeah, that's probably gonna be the highest ranking tower defense games to the rest of the tier list. So just wanted to say my, I guess, thoughts about that. Moving on, we got Voxel Defenders. Again, definitely a really great tower defense game. I think I'm gonna put it behind Spellbound though, just because I feel like it's, you know, it's unique, but I just haven't really played it that much, and I haven't exactly, I guess, tested to see if it was as good as a lot of people that I've talked to have said. Anyway. What the? Yo, I am getting so many freaking Discord messages. Anyway, Mythical Tower Defense. I have not touched this game at all as well. I mean, like, again, I've pressed the play button, but I haven't, like, you know, actively played the game. But from what I've heard and, you know, what I've seen, okay, I'll rank it behind Sonic Tower Defense and I guess above Iron Rail Defense, just because I feel like it's the type of game that I guess I would play. Um, it seems pretty cool, I guess. Again, it's one of those tower defense games that I just can't really, like, rank any higher because I haven't really played it that much. Ooh, okay, this is gonna be kind of controversial. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna just do this. Brain Rot Tower Defense, putting all the Brain Rot crap aside, I absolutely love this game. Like, well, okay, I don't love it, but, like, in terms of how much fun it is to play, I've always really enjoyed playing it. You know, I don't know, I guess it's just fun to play. I don't really know how to explain it. But, you know, I'm not ranking it, like, good or peak, but, like, I definitely think it's above, like, all these other games in terms of, like, how much fun it is to play. So yeah, I'm gonna rank it top of mid almost. I just don't feel like it's better than Retro Tower Defense just because it's kind of like, you know, slop. But, you know, ignoring all the brain rot stuff, I definitely think it's a game with, you know, some nice stuff to it, I guess. But yeah, alright. Next we have Ball Tower Defense. Another fun fact, I actually played Ball Tower Defense back when it had, like, I think, you know, maybe like 16, 18 players. Way before it actually, like, gained a bunch of popularity. I'm not gonna lie, when I first found the game, I thought it was amazing, but as time went on, it basically just became like a loot box gambling simulator. You know, okay, I'm definitely gonna put it above all that stuff. I'll put it above those. You know, okay, I'm gonna put it before. You know, my voice is like cracking like crazy. I'm gonna put it before these, I guess, like War Tower Defense games, and I'll put it above Sonic Tower Defense just because I feel like, you know, I've put a decent amount of time into the game, and you know, I guess it's somewhat unique. I don't really think it being a gambling simulator is a good unique thing, but it definitely is different. And you know, I guess I've had some fun with the game. Ooh, man, these next 6 games are just. We'll get to them. Okay, yeah, I'll shut up. All right. The main. So actually, earlier in the video, I was talking about how I have some beef with your boy Ink King, the developer, and I guess like lead developer of Multiverse Tower Defense. If y'all haven't, I guess, been with this channel for that long, you probably don't know that I used to make like a bunch of videos on this game called Multiverse Tower Defense. I absolutely loved it. I loved the economy. I loved that I was able to make, you know, I guess the most popular value list. I was easily one of the most richest players in the entire game. I had a bunch of fun with like its marketplace and all that stuff. Bro, my voice is so disgustingly cooked. Like, oh my goodness. A lot of talking in this video. I've had just so much fun playing this game, and I definitely think it's probably gonna be top of good tier. The only bad thing about it though is that it died like really badly after some time. The player count just kept going down, 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 and eventually Inking, being someone that only really cares about player count, and basically was just making worse updates by the week. Game was discontinued, never really seen again. Yeah, he actually deleted the entire game, so all of the stuff that I had worked for gone. And yeah, I think there was also some like, I don't know, like weird shady stuff going on. Apparently he had like stolen UI or something, or like he like fired devs in like the earlier stages of the game. I don't exactly know. This is actually the thumbnail of his I guess, I think it was like Return to Multiverse Tower Defense or something. It's basically the old Multiverse Tower Defense, but just like re-uploaded. Game is already dead. Inking is just an absolute goober. That's all I really have to say. I don't really want to spend too much time talking about it though. In terms of, I guess, like the old Multiverse Tower Defense and how much fun I had with that game, it's definitely going to have to go in top tier of good. So, yeah. Okay. I know some of y'all about to get a little bit mad at me, but, I'm gonna just, okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put Garden Tower Defense, behind Tower Adventure, just because, you know, I feel like it's not as fun. Garden Tower Defense trading is pretty nice. Well, in my opinion, it's actually really hard to get lots of value in Garden Tower Defense, but that's besides the point. The game is actually pretty balanced. PvP mode was extremely fun before it was ruined by a tie glitch, and you know, I guess it is still pretty fun to play every once in a while. I don't really know what to say. The games, I guess, the game's chances of getting rare units are really bad. I honestly don't even know what else to say about the game before, like, without taking it an incredibly long time, right? I don't edit my videos, so, like, if I take a really long time thinking about what I want to say about the game, it's just going to take up way too much time. But this is going to be my placement regarding tower defense. I like the PvP system. I think the game is pretty decently balanced. The updates are pretty nice. The game has just recently kind of, I guess, gotten a little bit more popular. I guess it has been revived from the dead a little bit, now that players are able to macro again. And the Christmas event actually wasn't all too bad. So yeah, despite the chances of getting rare units being disgustingly low and your ability to get a lot of value being very difficult, I think the game is pretty decent overall, especially for it being, I guess, a modern tower defense game. So I'll put it in good, about like mid. Same with SpongeBob Tower Defense. I'm pretty sure I actually made the first SpongeBob Tower Defense video ever. I don't exactly know, but it actually was on the Flying Dutchman. Early stages of SpongeBob Tower Defense were amazing. Now it's basically just like a power creep simulator. But you know what? I'm actually going to put SpongeBob Tower Defense above Garden Tower Defense just because, like, the early stages of SpongeBob Tower Defense were incredibly fun. And yeah, I think the game is pretty good. Tower Karate, by the way, is absolute buns. I don't know why we had to wait so long for it when it's literally just, like, hitting enemies and getting crate. Anyway, I need to, like, breathe for a little bit. Peak game. FNAF Tower Defense going up all the way over here above Five Nights Tower Defense. Although I have had, well, actually, okay, no. I'm going to put it behind Five Nights Tower Defense just because I've had way more memories with Five Nights Tower Defense. But, like, in terms of whether or not the game is good, like, it's probably going to... It would be better than Five Nights Tower Defense just because, like, FNAF Tower Defense is an absolute masterpiece of a game. I really, really like how every single tower in the game is unique to itself. All of them are pretty much usable. Like, even Purple Guy, which is like one of the most, I guess, cheap towers that you can get in the game, is, I mean, I don't even know if it is meta, but it's apparently really good. I kind of forget, what the whole meta is and what people use nowadays, but yeah, every single tower in this game was just, I guess, usable. A lot of strategies formed. The game was also very strategic. And I believe it actually is getting a whole revamp pretty soon. Apparently the Christmas event is going to be coming out before then, though, so I guess stay tuned for that. And actually, I guess another really cool fun fact is that my one video on this game coming back got like 2,000 views, so cool. Anyway, Fish Tower Defense. When I first made this tier list on my own, I had it in peak. I'm going to still have it in peak. I'm actually going to put it above Stickman Tower Defense. But, if we were talking about just how, like, I guess, good the games were, and also almost how fun they are, it'd probably end up going, like, I don't know, probably behind Garden Tower Defense, honestly. Like, the only reason why I'm putting it in peak is because it's a Tiny Turtle Tower Defense game, and also because my personal experience with the game has been, I guess, very good. During the Pirate Cove event, even before that, I feel like the game was very fun. The Atlantis event was kind of mid, but I still think it was very fun. Actually, now I just remembered. One of the main reasons why I kept it in peak is actually because of the Open Ocean update. I think the overall concept of it was very good. It was very interesting. It was very unique. But the only thing is, it was kind of, like, I guess, poorly executed. And the entire rest of the game is, I guess, pretty boring. The game, I'm pretty sure, just got discontinued after the Halloween event, which is kind of a shame. I feel like they definitely could have done some cool stuff with the Open Ocean update, but similar to Battle Pets, it kind of just died off randomly. You know what? And I feel like this is actually a really good time to mention the fact that Spectral Roblox's, well, excluding World Defenders. I guess all games made by Tiny Turtle have disgustingly bad communication. The House, Battle Pets, Fish Tower Defense, all these games just, like, the Discord server communication was just so disgusting. Like, for Fish Tower Defense, we'd get an announcement every single update, but, like, it would just be so random. Like, you get weekly updates with announcements and stuff, and then all of a sudden they'd, like, skip 2 weeks and then just come back randomly with some new update. Like, they wouldn't take any, like, I guess, bug suggestions, no, like, game suggestions. A bunch of stuff that, like, people wanted there to be a change to, they never really listened to. And yeah, like, the game's updates were just such a mess that they didn't even put, like, schedules for the updates, like, on the game page. You know, like, I don't really know how to explain it, but you can almost, like, set up, like, an event on the game page, so that people can, like, I guess, be notified when the game updates for it. Which they did at first, but then they stopped doing, which was kind of weird. Which I'm pretty sure is the reason why the game actually died in the first place. I'm sure there are some people that played it back in its early stages that never played it again because they weren't even, like, notified that the game was getting updated. So yeah, that's that. My throat is, like, dying right now, but oh my goodness, we have so many freaking tower defense games to go. Anyway, continuing on, FNTD2. I don't want to yap about this game. All I'm going to say is that I have better memories with the old FNTD. And FNTD2 is kind of mid. It's not a horrible tower defense game, and I definitely think it does have a lot of potential. But as of right now, the game is just kind of mid. There's not exactly that much to do, and, you know, it's an okay tower defense game. Right, I mean, personally, I love it, but just, like, in general, I don't think it's better than games like FNAF Tower Defense, and I personally just, like, haven't had that many, you know, amazing memories playing it, and yeah, I definitely think that it does have the potential to get way better, but at this moment in time, it is kind of just, eh, so yeah, I'll leave it at that. You can have your own opinions down in the comments. Okay. Food Tower Defense. Bemmy blocks this game. I'll put it right there. I won't even say anything. It's just, like, it's a cool game. It got discontinued after, like, the first 3 updates, but, you know, it was cool for what it was. Definitely better than all these slop games, of course, excluding FNAF Tower Defense. Anyway, Cheese Tower Defense. I'll put it, like, you know, I'll put it here just because, like, I actually did play it for some time, and it is one of the most popular videos on my channel. I think it was, like, the 2-tower strategy or something. This game is another one that had so much potential, but I think it all started because of, like, some hacker or something. RoboOne, the, I guess, owner of the game, he kind of stopped updating it. And, you know, every once in a while, he'll, I guess, come back to the game, but then just doesn't do anything else after that. So, yeah, it is kind of sad that the game died off. Very similar to Ball Tower Defense. Despite not receiving that many updates, the game is still performing pretty decently. But, yeah. Oh my goodness. Y'all don't even know how much I wouldn't say get bullied, but, like, bro, all my friends in school that know about my YouTube channel only talk about the fact that I've played Toilet Tower Defense, and it is the most painful thing ever. Okay. Ignoring the fact that it's Toilet Tower Defense, okay, I'm gonna rank this game about here, right? Bro, anyway, man, I've been home alone this entire time, so I've been able to yell as much as I want, but now I think my dad got home, so I'm kind of fried. Now I'm going to have to start whispering. Okay, anyway. What was I at? Yeah, so my personal memories to Tower Defense are pretty good. You know, I played it back when I guess it was in its prime. it was kind of always slop. But anyway, I think the game was pretty fun during its like first Christmas event. I played it for quite a bit. Y'all know me. I for some reason have a thing for like I guess low quality tower defense games. And this game in its early stages was exactly that. So yeah, it's an okay tower defense game. It got increasingly worse over time, but yeah, it's kind of just there. Oh my god, bro. Ooh, Defender's Depot and Defender's Depot 2. I played this game quite a bit. I guess, back in like the early World Defender stages. This is actually kind of an old one. Personally though, I probably would put it like, yeah, I'll put it above Multiverse Tower Defense, but probably like, yeah, probably behind Grand Theft Auto Tower Defense. Alright, next up. Ooh, hold up. Bro, every single person in my family is getting home right now. Oh my god. See, I pray that like nobody can hear it in the background, but you probably can. Anyway, as I was saying. Skibbity defense. Basically the exact same case as Toilet Tower Defense, though I do think it's definitely is better. Not only in terms of quality, but also in terms of, I guess, like, unique features and all that. Anyway, bro. Freaking loud awe. Anyway, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. Superhero Tower Defense. I played this game for like 15 minutes and then dipped because I thought it was kind of boring. I put it like, I'll put it here. I kind of have the same feelings as I did with Food Tower Defense. It got discontinued pretty early on, and it was just never like a favorite of mine. Ooh, see, Doomspire Defense. This game I actually kind of enjoyed for the time that I did play it. I won't say it's better than Spellbound, but I definitely do think it's a phenomenal tower defense game. I don't actually know if it's still getting updates. I don't think it is, but great tower defense game. Highly recommended. Undertale tower defense. I personally love this game as well. Kind of the same situation though. Spellbound, I feel like it's a way more unique tower defense game, and like I just personally, from what I've seen, from what I've played, it's just, I guess it's, I don't even know how to explain it. Kind of the same feelings as Tower Adventures, but I just haven't played it as much, so I can't really rank it any higher. But yeah, Undertale Tower Defense, pretty decent tower defense game. Highly recommended as well. Stud Tower Defense, basically just Ball Tower Defense 2.0. I guess I'll put it behind though since I haven't really played it that much. Basically just a gambling simulator though. Actually, I will put it higher though since Stud Tower Defense did have some pretty unique features to it. So that's that. Flavor Frenzy. The same devs as Danny's World. Personally, I have a lot of great memories with this game. I'm actually gonna put it above all of the yeah, I'm gonna actually put it behind Tower Adventure just because I have a lot of good memories with the game. I think it's pretty cool. Basically Tower Heroes, but food, if that makes sense. Highly recommended game from me. Pet Tower Defense. Used to be a content creator for the game. I think I might actually still be in the Discord, but this game sadly got discontinued as well. I'll put it behind Sonic Tower Defense, I guess. It was a pretty cool tower defense game, basically just like SpongeBob Tower Defense and Pet Simulator had a baby. So yeah. Ooh, Retro Tower Defense. This game, really nice. I played it quite a bit. I think it was like last summer or something. Really nice game. I'll probably put it above all these nerds. You know, I'm actually gonna, well, okay, yeah, I'll put it above Flavor Frenzy. I don't know. Like, I remember in my personal, or not personal, like, before I made this video, like, my tier list, I definitely remember that it was below a lot of these, but, like, I don't know. I feel like I had a lot of fun with the game. It was very balanced. It was very fun. I think it was, like, the Eggman Tower was just absolute peak. It was basically like an egg with a top hat and like a Tommy gun. Absolutely amazing. Cube Tower Defense, great tower defense game. I'm not even gonna say anything about it. Uh, I'll put it like right here. Yeah. Don't exactly know why its name is Cube Tower Defense when I don't even think it really has anything to do with cubes besides like well, actually, yeah. I think the enemies are cubes, but like I haven't played the game in a while, so I don't really remember. Um, Slap Battles Tower Defense. Um, I'll put it behind Monkey Tower Defense. Basically the exact same problem. The quality is just like there's a difference between a game that's low quality and cozy and a game that's just straight up low quality and boring. Kind of the difference between FNAF Tower Defense and I don't know, Brain Rot Tower Defense. Like, you know, there's kind of like a difference in quality. So yeah, I feel like Slap Battle Tower Defense and Monkey Tower Defense are kind of the same thing. Low quality, not that much to do. But yeah. Okay. Again, ignoring all the brain rot crap. Toilet vs. Tower Defense, I guess. I mean, actually, personally, I feel like I've had a lot more fun with this game compared to Skibidi Defense and Toilet Tower Defense, so I will put it above those, but definitely not anywhere near Brain Rot Tower Defense. Legendary game. I don't know why I'm glazing it so much. Anyway, okay. I sincerely apologize, but I think we are going to have our first bad tier tower defense game, Doors Tower Defense. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to do this. Right, because, actually, yeah. Hold up. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, okay. Hear me out. I know I made a couple of videos on Doors Tower Defense, and I know I have supported it for quite a while, but not only was the game extremely low quality and had a lot of bugs, but it was also just very boring. Kind of similar to FNAF Tower Defense, the devs didn't really have that much to work with, so updates were pretty slow and not that content filled, and overall the game was just really generic. Pretty sure it was also really unbalanced as well. So yeah, I personally didn't really see anything too unique about it, and I've never really had that much fun playing it. But the videos that I did make on it were pretty cool, so I'll just leave it at that. Ooh, got some more Tiny Turtle games, Sprunky Tower Defense. Kind of similar to Brain Rot Battles, but I personally did enjoy this one better. I'll actually put it above Slap Battles. I'll put it in between Slap Battles and Monkey. I really liked the variety of maps, and I thought the game was pretty balanced overall. Ooh. Squid Game Tower Defense was actually one of the earlier, I guess, like, I feel like Squid Game Tower Defense was kind of like the start of like all of these, I guess, quote, slop tower defense games that Tiny Turtle was making, which then followed with like Sprunky Tower Defense and Brain Rot Battles and all that. But I'll put it like from my personal experience, I guess I'll put it above Endless Horde, just because I feel like I have a little bit more of like a connection to it. I know I did make at least one video on the game. Its first couple updates were also pretty nice. I feel like my opinions about it are very similar to Fish Tower Defense, but Fish Tower Defense just got way more updates and was way more fun overall. Also, not to mention the enemies in Squid Game Tower Defense were just like a bunch of copy and pasted anime characters. And the matches were also incredibly slow. Moving on. Oh my goodness. Wild Rails Tower Defense. I'm actually, I guess I'll call this like the FNTD2 of Mixliptical channel. Yes, I have many great memories with this game. A lot of you probably already know that I was the the owner of the main value list for the game. No, actually, I do have a couple things to say. One, my personal experience with the game was really nice. The updates were pretty, I guess, pretty content filled. My videos did amazing on the game. I guess being the owner of the tier list was an absolute blast. Bad things though that really bring it down to mid is the fact that the enemies, actually the overall quality of the game was disgusting. The game was pretty horrible, very boring to grind. Not really anything to grind at that. I feel like every single grindable unit was just horrible in terms of value. You can even see the animations on not only the towers but also the enemies were just so bad. The updates just kept getting increasingly worse. I definitely do feel like the potential with this game was there, but the devs kind of just ruined it. Game is pretty much discontinued. I know Rebirthis did buy it off of the original owners, but I'm probably not really going to have anything done to it anytime soon, if any at all. Gubby Tower Defense, this game is actually really, really nice. I guess I'll put it above, I'll put it above Cube Tower Defense. I actually had quite a bit of fun with this game. Devs also still do update it, despite it, I guess, really dying off from its original success, or not success, but I guess popularity. So yeah, I also had a really fun time making videos on that game. Okay, Noob Tower Defense. Actually, no, my bad. 3 Noob Tower Defenses. Oh my god, I just reverse coughed. Anyway, first Noob Tower Defense. I know I actually did make a video on this. I'm pretty sure it was a tutorial on how to get the monkey event tower. Phenomenal game, I'll just say that. It was unfortunately discontinued not too long after I had made that video. I'm gonna put it above Flavor Frenzy. You know what? Okay, I'll put it in between. I think that's a pretty decent ranking. Next we have this Noob Tower Defense. Got a lot of views off of this one, which I was pretty happy about. Mainly because of the fact that usually since I don't make money off of YouTube, actually I don't really know how to put that. Any tower defense games that are fun to play and also get me a lot of views that are able to I guess increase my popularity, I'm always really happy with. I mean, the game was pretty fun overall, but I just feel like it was pretty unbalanced, I guess. You could beat a lot of the later maps with some pretty easy to obtain units. I'll put it below Pet Tower Defense. The game got discontinued again not so long after its initial, I guess, success. So yeah. Noob Tower Defense. Oh my god, I'm so out of breath. Yo, we've been recording for over an hour, bro. I mean, it was okay. It's basically like any other tower defense game that you'd see that's kind of similar to Tower Defense Simulator, I guess. If that makes sense, any sense. Actually, no, I feel like it was very similar to War of 1812 Tower Defense, I guess, if that makes sense. I just said that 2 times in a row. I guess I'll put it above the War Tower Defense games just because I actually did play it for quite some time, and I actually did enjoy it quite a little bit. Grovy's Defenders. It was really unique, but I kind of only played the game for an hour and then just dipped. Yeah, I think I made 2 videos on it, and then just again, I kind of just stopped. I'll put it. Honestly, I guess I'll probably put it before Endless Sword again. because you know, it was a great game, had a lot of potential, but I just personally didn't play it that much. Ooh. Tool tower defense and equipment tower defense. So if y'all don't know, again, quite some time ago on this channel, I actually did make videos on this game called Tool Tower Defense. Tool Tower Defense. Amazing tower defense game. I absolutely just loved this game for the longest time. And yeah, I would explain why I like it so much, but again, we're gonna be here for like another hour if I do. So, you know what? I'm going to actually put both the original game and the sequel above Tower Adventure just because I had so much fun playing them. Poppy Tower Defense, it was basically another copy and paste of games like Circus Tower Defense and Simpsons Tower Defense. I guess I'll put it like right here. So yeah, again, it was pretty mid overall. I personally didn't really play it all that much, but the game died off not too long after its initial release anyway. So yeah, we're so close. Only like 20 more to go. Okay, actually, a lot of these games are really good. Alright. Wow. I actually almost forgot about this game. Quack Tower Defense. You know what? I'm actually going to put this behind Multiverse Tower Defense, and the reason as to why is because, I mean, I know a lot of you didn't. I don't even think I really made that many videos on the game besides the. Yeah, actually, it's because the game actually got like I think removed off of Roblox. I actually had to use like a part of the thumbnail that I had for the one video of the game that I actually made. It was just such a goofy little tower defense game that just had the most adorable towers. I absolutely love the game. Definitely some props to the devs for, I guess, making it. I don't really know what else to say about it, though. It was pretty short-lived, and, yeah. I hope to see it again one day, but I doubt that'll ever happen. Ooh. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna just do this real quick. Actually, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just say right now, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the worst tower defense game on the tier list. No disrespect towards the devs. I actually am friends with them, but I'm sorry. For like the, I guess I think I played the game for like 30 minutes. I didn't really enjoy it. It was pretty buggy. There was just not that much to do. And, you know, I know the game was in its early stages, and it was also a pretty, you know, small dev team. Not that much, I guess. Like, it had a lot of potential, but I guess it just didn't really have the funds to become as great as it could have been. I think the devs have actually, or I guess the owner, has redone the game. So, I might check it out sometime soon. I don't exactly know, though. But, yeah, that's Mage Tower Defense. Horror Tower Defense. I guess, pretty decent game. Pretty nice quality. Not gonna lie, though, this entire game is just like a meme. Like, I feel like just looking at the freaking thumbnail, I don't even know what the hell this is, but it just, yeah, this entire game is just it's just a big meme. Anyway, I guess I'll put it above Squid Game Tower Defense. I mean, it's kind of just there. Again, you know, I think I played it for maybe like a couple hours. I actually do have a clip from one of my streams. I think I got like the 0.25% rarest thing from the it's technically a crate, but it's like in the shape of a skull. But yeah, I'd gotten like the rarest thing from it first try, and like everybody on the stream was going crazy. I personally couldn't believe it. I actually remember, I think it was like Thanos from Squid Game. Turns out that it was actually a booster though, so it was pretty useless overall. I was actually kind of upset about it. But yeah, Pixel Gun Tower Defense, really unique tower defense game, but I just personally haven't played it that much. I guess I'll put it behind Endless Horde. I'm putting a lot of stuff either behind like Sonic Tower Defense or behind Endless Horde, just because they're just kind of like eh. Ooh, Pixel Tower Defense, man. I love this game so much, and I've always had a love for like low quality games. I guess like not low quality, but like I guess cozy, if that makes sense. Yeah, I call them cozy. I'm gonna put this bad boy all the way up. Actually, I think I'm actually gonna put it above FNAF World Tower Defense and behind Tower Heroes because I absolutely love this game. Sadly got discontinued because it died, but I would really do anything for the devs to bring it back. It was just a phenomenal game. Bro, it's actually getting so bad to the point that like I'm gonna start becoming XQC at this rate. Oh my god, bro. My voice is like I'm having voice cracks every 5 seconds, and I'm like stuttering. Anyway, we're getting closer. Ooh. Okay, so a lot of these tower defense games are going to be from I guess the same. I don't really know what to call it. I guess like the same era. Circus Tower Defense was the, I guess, beginning of all of these slop tower defense games like Simpsons Tower Defense and Lethal Tower Defense. And also, I think this is like Palmon or something. Personally, I remember when the Circus Tower Defense, I think it was like the Hell Pass or something. It was like, I forgot what it was. It was like, I think the event was like Hell or something. Like it was something really like, cause yeah, I remember like the tier 50 thing was like the Fire Skull Host or whatever. I don't really remember. My memory is kind of mid, but actually get it. My memory's mid because it's going in the mid section. I'm so cooked. I'll put it above all of these. I'll put it behind Cheese Tower Defense just because I actually have some pretty nice memories playing the game. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's a pretty deserving spot. Simpsons Tower Defense, peak game. We're throwing it right in good. Boom, 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 boom. Put it right there. Simpsons Tower Defense, just chef's kiss, moi. Oh my. If you don't think this game is peak, then just get out of here. Like I'm sorry, but Simpsons Tower Defense was just amazing. I don't even think I need to get into it anymore than that. Food Tower Defense, basically just Baby Blocks' game, but worse, so I'll just put it there. Brawl Stars Tower Defense, same devs, FNTD and FNTD2. Hyper, I mean, the concept was really nice, and I feel like it wouldn't have done great if it wasn't, kind of, I guess, buggy and didn't really update that much. But, from my personal experience, I'll put it at, like, I'll put it above Endless Horde behind Squid Game Tower Defense. I mean, in my opinion, it was pretty underrated. Not many people played it, but the game was, it was pretty decent. I thought it was pretty cozy overall, so I'll just put it there. Monster Invasion. If y'all don't know about this game, then y'all are seriously missing out. This game got discontinued not too long after its initial release. Most of you probably don't know the YouTuber Ckev, Bed Wars YouTuber. I think he actually moved on to like Blox Fruits or something. I don't really know. I don't really watch him anymore either way. He was actually the owner of this game. Basically, Plants vs Zombies, but with well, it was originally called, I think, like Skibidi Invasion, but because of like all like the copyright stuff going on, they changed it to Monster Invasion and changed like all the models. So ignoring like all the Skibidi Toilet stuff, this game was absolutely amazing. I personally loved playing it, and I think I'll probably put it above. Well, no, I'll actually put it below Retro Tower Defense. Yeah, actually no. I'm gonna put it below all this stuff. I'm gonna put it. Oh, okay, I'll put it behind Gubby Tower Defense. I think that's pretty fair. I'm gonna just like. I'll do that. Okay, yeah, I don't really have that much memory of this game. It was just, it was so mid. I'm sorry, but like, it was trying to be Circus Tower Defense so bad, and it was just slop. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Ooh, Duck Tower Defense. Oh, this game was amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh, beat. Oh my goodness. It beats every. This game clears all of that. Duck Tower Defense in its prime, aka like the only update it ever received, aka the Halloween event. Absolutely amazing. Basically Quack Tower Defense, but just a little bit worse. Amazing game. 100% recommend you play it. Lethal Tower Defense. Um, okay, Simpsons Tower Defense was peak. Circus Tower Defense was okay. Um, Lethal was definitely, like, I mean, it was alright. I'll put it above Horror Tower Defense and behind Multiverse. Same thing with Palmon, honestly, but I think I'll put Palmon, actually, I'll put Palmon above Multiverse Tower Defense, just cause. Oh my goodness. Wait, what? Yo, like almost all of these tower defense games that are left are amazing. Oh my goodness. Okay. Starting off with an absolute hit. Look. I'm gonna do this. Okay. Hear me out though. Balloon Rush, despite it being a, I guess, pretty basic tower defense game overall, basically just like, I guess, I don't know, like a tower defense simulator type, I guess, like kind of game. If y'all watch my videos of Balloon Rush, especially my live streams too, I even won a $25 tournament for PvP. Only tournament I've ever won in my entire life. Pretty sure it's like one of the only ones that I've even entered, period. So, you know, I got a pretty good win-lose ratio. But anyway, bro, this Balloon Rush was just phenomenal. The community was just top tier. Just I like this game. The only reason why it's going above Battle Pets is because of the, like, just the pure just memories that I have playing it. Like, it was so cozy. It was so fun. The updates, the events were amazing. Just like everything about the game was so peak until it got discontinued. You know, I know the devs' passion was, like, I guess, Beast Form Simulator type games, but also I think actually talking about that, Hoops the Bee, I think dude has like 150k subscribers, bro's in the freaking Star program. He made Beast Form Simulator videos. I think there's like this whole thing. Your boy Paul the Turkey. What was her name? Yeah, it was like Rose. All of them, I think, were like a family or something. I don't know the whole like origin story of Balloon Rush, but Paul the Turkey, amazing Bed Wars player, and I guess music video producer. I don't really know what to call it. Goated game, goated community. I honestly wish I could relive the Balloon Rush days as well. But yeah, Geometry Defense. I'ma put it like right behind Tower Adventure. I absolutely loved Geometry Defense. I honestly really wish it kept going. It was a phenomenal game as well. Adventure Tower Defense. Not gonna lie, I think I'm actually gonna put this game above all of these. I'm actually gonna put it above FNAF World. Like, Tower Adventure was a very, very good game. Unfortunately, it did pretty much die off, and it doesn't really get updates that often. Besides like holidays, I think mostly Halloween. I do remember though. I'm pretty sure it was the Halloween before last Halloween, so a little more than a year ago. I got super addicted to this game. Absolutely phenomenal game. Really strategic. Really nice. I also really like the fact that like you almost like kind of go through like a story. If you've never played the game before, I highly recommend playing it. You'll have an absolute blast. Blade Tower Defense. Basically, just like Lethal and Palmont Tower Defense, but like really bad. Um, I'll put it right there. Wasn't horrible. Um, Lucas Tower Defense. Oh my goodness. I remember I streamed this game once. Amazing, phenomenal tower defense game. Uh, you know what? Yeah, I think I'll put it above Retro Tower Defense. Um, wait, is this game called Retro Tower Defense as well? I don't even know. We got two retros. We got a classic somewhere. Yeah, right here. I don't even know anymore. Banana Tower Defense game I think was in like testing phase, and then it was kind of like out of testing phase, if that makes sense. Game was phenomenal though. I absolutely loved it. I had a blast playing it. I guess I'll put it right here. Oh my goodness. The nostalgia. Duck King back at it again. Teapot Tower Defenders. Oh my goodness. This game is just like clear, 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 clear. I'll leave it there. Teapot Tower Defenders, I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm pretty sure the game is still up. This game, 5 stars. Oh my goodness, like, it's almost kind of similar to how, like, Balloon Rush is just some random odd game that, like, immediately got up to, like, top 3. Teapot Tower Defenders is just an amazing game. I had so much fun with it. There was a really cool summer season pass. I remember grinding this game so much with your boy Duck King. Phenomenal game. Highly recommend checking it out, even if you don't like get addicted to it. I know the game did get discontinued, so I wouldn't really expect you to grind it that much, but still something cool to check out. Really fun. Tower defense, but bad. I'm gonna just do that. You know what? Just for the goofies, I'll do this. Though, if we're being serious in terms of how much fun I've had with this game, I gotta put it in good. Tower defense, but bad. If you don't know what it is, it's basically like tower defense and free model had a baby as well. It's basically like, well, I don't know if y'all know like the gnome code. I guess like the gnome code tower defense tutorials. It's basically like that. The game gets updated, every once in a while for like holidays or certain events. Really cool game to check out. I think there's like 15 versions of the game. You have like tower defense, but like horrible, and a bunch of other stuff. Seriously, I think I'll put it like here. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good spot. Yeah, I would put it in Shouldn't Even Exist, but all jokes aside, it's a pretty good game. Ooh, okay, so Brick Defense is basically Retro Tower Defense in my opinion, but worse. Now I know my boy Nanzo really liked this game, but I never really got that much into it. So personally, I'm probably gonna put it like right here, right behind the other Retro Tower Defense. Okay. I know y'all are gonna absolutely hate me for this. I'm sorry, but the Battle Bricks is one of the most boring tower defense games that has ever touched planet Earth. Okay, I really apologize, but like, I've tried several times to get addicted to the game, and it's so incredibly slow. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say that it's super boring, but like, it takes so long for like the towers on one side to get to the enemies on the other side, and it's just like, I know it can get really strategic, but like, especially in like the earlier levels, you're basically just placing down stuff and waiting for the match to end. So yeah, I mean, like the game as a whole though, it's amazing. Just because the game is really good, I guess I'll put it behind Tower Defense, but bad, I guess, because the game is great itself. I don't know why the hell this is in here. Plants vs. Noobs. What a classic. I seriously don't know why I put this in here, but you know what? I'll let it sit right next to Tower Defense, but bad. just because it's such a classic. I don't even know where this game is now, but whatever. Piggy Toys. What the hell? Yo, what was I on when I made this tier list, bro? What is Pig... Wait, oh! Oh, wait. Oh, I remember now. Okay. Piggy Toys was like a tower defense game. It was basically like Piggy Tower Defense, but like toy version. Now, you know, I guess like the light bulb finally turned on. This game was pretty cozy. I liked it. It was okay. I'll put it like right here, I guess. Same thing with Piggy Towers. It was a pretty decent tower defense game. I guess I'll put it like right next to it. Actually, no. I'll put it above Pet Tower Defense just because. This game, made by the same devs as Stickman Tower Defense. It was actually pretty unique. Didn't receive that many updates though. Kind of died off. I guess I'll put it like here, I guess. And then finally, the last tower defense game of the tier list, Bubble Gum Tower Defense. I actually really like this game. I think I'll put it like, I think here is a pretty good placement. So yeah. I'm just like looking at all of this and like kind of taking it in real quick. The Elliptical Tower Defense tier list is officially done. Do I think it's 100% accurate? Not really. I definitely think some things can be changed around, but again, my opinions are kind of like all over the place right now. But yeah. Tower Defense Game Tier List 2025. I began trying to record this at 5:12, and it is officially 6:52 right now. I am so fried. Oh my goodness. Probably gonna be like one of my longest videos for a while. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, comment, I guess. I'm not gonna say drop a like and subscribe because I don't really care about that stuff. As long as you clicked on the video and you viewed it and you had a blast watching like the first 15 minutes before you clicked off, thank you. If you made it this far, type cheese in the comments and then I'll know. I'll know who the real legends are that watched the entire video. Anyway, full tower defense tier list. Hopefully, y'all share some of the same opinions that I had. I've been playing Roblox since 2018, and it has just been such a wild ride. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. If y'all think I missed any tower defense games, let me know as well, because you know it's pretty hard to recall all the tower defense games that I've played since I first started playing Roblox. So yeah, thanks for kicking it with your boy. I'm not Queso. Anyway, peace out. Have a great rest of your nights, and I will see you all tomorrow. You know what's crazy? Now that we're looking back at my old videos, I still do not have an intro, and I probably never will. So I'm just gonna say peace out as my dog ferociously barks. Okay.